and today I'm going to do a what I read in a week. I am in my car right now and it is officially Tuesday. As you can see from my clips, I did some reading last night. I didn't read that much because I ended up on TikTok, but I also read I listened to an audiobook this morning on my drive to work, and so I haven't done that much reading this week, but right now I'm going to get about half an hour of Kindle reading time, so here we go. I do have some thoughts already on As Good as Dead, which is one of the audiobooks I'm listening to. It is the final book to A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. It's definitely very different from the first two books, and I don't want to give too much away because if you haven't read the series, you wouldn't really know, but it's definitely darker than the first two, and it was really slow in the beginning. I'm about a little less than halfway through, and I will say that it is picking up so quickly. I think I'm about 20 chapters in, and it's so good. So hopefully it gives me the ending I want for a trilogy. I'm also reading right now Primetime Romance. It's a dual POV weird romance. It kind of is about these two characters who are roommates, and for Bryn's birthday, who is the female main character, she makes a wish on her birthday hoping that she can get her happily ever after and kind of just know for sure what's going to happen next. And so she goes to sleep and wakes up in her favorite drama. I think it's supposed to be a fake version of like Dawson's Creek. I haven't watched the show, but my friend was telling me about it recently, and this is what it's giving me. So she wakes up in Dawson's Creek as the main character, and then the guy main character, I think his name is Jeff. Let me see what's his name. I forgot completely right now. Josh. So Josh, who was her roommate, and he's also a bartender, he also ends up in the world somehow, but he is not the main male character, like the romantic main lead in the show traditionally. He is supposed to play like the loner kid, and so they're stuck in this world, and she thinks that for them to get out, she kind of has to make her character, or who she's pretending to be, fall in love with them, like the boy next door golden retriever type. And so I think obviously she's gonna find out that she's not meant to be with him, but I don't know, it's a little weird. I kind of wish that they gave more like romantic situations between her and I assume to be the main romance lead, Josh, and that's not what's happening. But the moments they get together are so cute. There's something that's just missing in the story, and I'm not sure what it is. Definitely got better as the story went on. I think I ended up rating it a 3.75, but definitely watch my wrap up to see if my thoughts change because I'm not sure. And now I'm reading Daydream. I'm about 100 pages in and I'm really liking it a lot. This gives me Wildfire vibes, not so much Icebreaker. So if you liked Icebreaker and didn't like Wildfire, you probably won't like this one, but I really like this one so far. It is officially Wednesday, and I have gotten about 30% through. I really like it so far. I haven't done much reading today. I think I read maybe like 5 pages. I'm gonna shower really fast and continue reading this for the rest of the night. So hopefully I finish this by the end of the week. That's my goal. Good morning and happy Friday. Oh, today's Thursday actually. I'm just not working tomorrow, so my days are all mixed up. I read a whole bunch of Daydream last night, and I have some thoughts. I just don't know if I necessarily connect to Hallie or Henry. I feel like their conversation is a little awkward and almost stilted. Like I don't really see the connection between them whatsoever, which is a little strange. I love seeing all the characters from the past books. I really liked Icebreaker for more of the lighthearted spiciness, and I really liked Wildfire just for everything. It's my favorite out of the series so far. I just don't know how I feel about this one. I don't think it's gonna be my favorite. I'm probably leaning towards like a 3.5 star, 3.25 star, which is a little disappointing considering I had high hopes for this one. I see that she's trying to make an effort to be a little bit more like deep with her books, a little bit more personal plot points, but I don't know why a conversation was just so stilted between them. It just feels not realistic. Like that's not how two people would speak to each other, and maybe that's just me, but I don't know. I'm not in love with it. I feel a little meh about the whole thing. So those are my thoughts. I wanted to say them before I forgot and moved on to the next part. I'm about 200 and something pages into Daydream. So I'm about halfway through, I think, maybe a little bit over halfway. I think I have the UK edition. I think it's about 400 and something pages. So it is pretty, I'm about halfway. So I just don't know. It's already kind of like stuff has happened. I just don't understand what's going to happen for another 200 pages. But I guess I'll find out and I'll see. But I know. I'm not convinced that this is going to be a 4 or 5 star book. Just from the little snippets. I mean, just from what I've read so far. We'll see. Hello and happy Sunday. I am closing out this video today finally. I didn't really read much yesterday. I went to a festival and then drove back Friday and Saturday. This morning, or I guess actually yesterday, I did finish Daydream. It was okay. I think I would rate it like a 3.5. It's my least favorite in the Maple Hills series so far. I just didn't really connect with the characters, and I felt like the romance was just not for me. I loved seeing everybody from the past books and like getting more background like description on the characters I already like and hope to see in future books, but this one just wasn't for me, which kind of sucks because I got this beautiful like special sprayed edges edition, which it's fine, it looks nice on my shelves. Now I spent the day today reading like 40-50 pages of A Little Life, and I also started Between Us, this one. I'm not very far and I'm like 20 pages in, and so far I really like it. The way that she writes is very like literary fiction-esque versus romance, and I do think that this is a romance, so it's kind of sort of giving me Emily Henry vibes for now. We'll see how I feel as I continue reading, but this is all I'm going to read for the rest of the day, and this is where the video ends. I finished 2 books this week, or 3 actually. I finished As Good as Dead on audio, and actually ended up reading it like the last like 200 pages I ended up reading. And even though it was really dark and it wasn't what I expected, once I accepted the fact that this is where the book was headed, I really loved it. So that was great. I would rate it like a 3.75, maybe 4 star, depending on how I feel after I sleep on it a little more. I finished Daydream this week, and I don't remember the last book I read that I also finished this week. There was one more. Give me 1 second. Let me think on it. And the final book I read was Primetime Romance. So 3 books for a week is really, really good. That's not always how it goes, but whenever my boyfriend travels, I tend to do more reading because we're not, watching our shows together or just spending time together. I'm just doing my responsibilities and then relaxing, like watching TV or reading. So I did a pretty good job. It was 1 audiobook and 2 physical books, and I'm excited to keep on going, but honestly, this is also the end of September, so you will get a reading wrap up soon. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's definitely different from what I've done. I've never done a reading vlog, so I wasn't sure how it was going to come out, but please go a little easy on me. This was my first one, but I enjoyed doing it. It was really fun to actually like map out and really see what I read in a week, because sometimes I'll be like, oh, I've read nothing. Like this week I would have looked back and been like, oh, I didn't read that much, but I ended up reading 3 books in its entirety and then making progress in some other books, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Bye.